California. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's San Diego taking on the Salt Lake City Elks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Salt Lake City Elks and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And now his first throw of the night is hauled in. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second and 3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They run a draw here on second down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Basics, get his game going again.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season, 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
11 yards there, first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They're going to look to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Elks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Let's take it inside his own 40. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got room. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Elks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Got his open man, it's Carr.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Second and 2. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 15. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's complete, right around the 8. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where you see the final score there. The Texans are able to level their record at 3-3 with the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Najee Harris, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Carr. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Elks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second and 1.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he will find his man on the outside. Second and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Up the middle they go. It's McDonald. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Red Dragons use the short field to get in for 6.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
But on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The extra point up and good. And that makes it 24-13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Carr.
He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he will find his man on the outside.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw right side here. Complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the visit. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 4-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Red Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The point after is good, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Elks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, They've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
115 yards right.